Hello retro games and collectors, and welcome to my top 10 world YouTubers. So let's get cracking in this. Now I have decided to include fitness channels as well. So it's a mixture of fitness as well as retro. So let's get cracking this. So I've got my list down here. Now the first one up is from the Welsh Valleys, and it is RetroRedSteve. Now he's into his gameplay videos, and he hasn't done one for a while. He did do pickups videos, and he also does a shmup Saturdays. So and I also call him the Welsh Warrior. So that is RetroRedSteve. Now my next one up, believe it or not, this is the second time I'm recording this video as well. Next one up is quite a generous guy, and it is Nathan Gaiman. Now he's into his shoot 'em ups and side scrollers, and he records gameplay videos, and he's also done like pickups of his arcade sticks and also statue figures. And he does two. When he does his gameplay videos, he records with him sitting down on a sofa, or he's recording his gameplay videos using a game capture card. So that is Nathan's Gaming. Now we'll be putting the links all down below in the description. So now let's get cracking on the next one. Now my next one up, they do pickups more or less every week. They do the odd gameplay video, and that's a couple of lads. There's two specifically which I remember quite often. One is Tony. Now Tony's into his Neo Geo stuff, so he buys a lot of Neo Geo stuff. And there's also another lad called Chris. Now he's into like all sorts of systems. Also well, I forgot to mention, Tony has statues as well. You'll see him in his video. And there's two lads who sit down on the sofa showing their pickups. They normally do, one week it'll be like Chris's, and then the next week it's like Tony. And they also do out in the wild videos. So they might be going to charity shops, or they might be going to these old retro game video stores. And also, if you're wondering why I'm actually recording this on a webcam, because oops, this phone doesn't record sound anymore. I don't know why. So let's get cracking this. Now my next YouTuber, and he is RetroRedSteve's number 10, Nathan Gaiman's number 9. No tea, no crumpets, just games. That is number 7. Now my next YouTuber is from down under Australia. Now I think he's the only Australian YouTuber I'm subscribed to, and it is Sega Of My House. Now he does a lot of pickups. He does the odd out in the world video, and he's also into his he also picks up games and then sells and then reinvests back into his collection. He's a bit of a PlayStation 4 fan, I would say, than Xbox, definitely. So that's Sega Of My House. There's also a crazy fellow with a beard. So that's Sega Of My House. Now my next one up, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is number 6. Now we're getting to fitness. Now she is called Sarah Grace Fitness. Now she competes in CrossFit. Now she did compete in CrossFit before she had a child, but now she's had a child and now she's going back into competing in CrossFit. She does tutorials and she gives like general advice on nutrition and all that stuff. And her name is Sarah Grace Fitness. Now my next YouTuber is from Germany. I am subscribed to about 3 German channels actually. Now he uploads quite regular. He does gameplay videos. He also does the odd pickup as well, because he goes to these events in Germany as well as in Netherlands. I think he might go to one in Belgium. Can't remember. But I know he goes to one in Netherlands, and I know he goes to ones in Germany. And he plays, all these gameplays are played through real hardware. and he has loads of systems. He's got Amstrad CPC, he's got Amiga, Atari ST, he's got ZX Spectrum, MSX, as well as MSX2. So yeah, that is the Shadowknows. So really good, and he uploads regular. It does take the odd little break when it gets really warm, and then but just for like a month or so, because I know he did in his own place, because I know he used to record his videos like an attic, but I know he's moved since then. But he uploads quite a few videos a day, so that's the Shadowknows. Now my next guy is from the USA, and he is known as Juice Daddy. Now he does the $5 game box. We'll go out to thrift stores, he'll go out to garage sales and yard sales, and he'll basically buy games, and he'll either flip them and use that money to invest into better games for his $5 game box. And he's actually done pretty well. Wish I could do it around here, but most people tend to sell them either on eBay prices or above. So it's very rarely I find something myself which is worth either keeping or flipping. So that is Juice Daddy. It'd be interesting if he ever does similar to Mr. Tightwhite, where he does something like Juicy Pick of the Week or something like that. And also I've watched one of his old videos, and he had a beard. He looked slightly different then, and that was a video which it was about, I think it was either 2 or 3 years old. So that's Juice Daddy from the USA. Now my next one is now going back into fitness. It's Lorian. Now she's does like a lot of fitness, goes into like gym, and also what she eats, so, and just gives you like general advice on like fitness and a little bit of nutrition. So that's Lorian, and I will be putting her link down in the description. Now my next YouTuber, number 2 in my top 10, and now it's another fitness, and she's called Angelica. Now I cannot pronounce her second name. I know she's originally from Mexico, but she lives in the USA, and she competes in bikini, so she's a bikini pro, and she's won the Arnold Classic at USA, and she's also won the Arnold Classic in Australia. And I've only been subscribed to her for like a month or so, but she produces really good content. She gives good advice on nutrition, and she also does like what she eats in a day and what she goes through, as well as her training videos. So that's Angelica. Now my next one up, she's into her Commodore stuff, and this is my number 1. She's into her Commodore. She's a really good laugh. She's always happy. She always makes me laugh. She's into like a Commodore as well as Amiga. She did buy an Atari 2600 not about a few months ago roughly, and I know she did a bit of a mod to it, and that is Miss Mad Lemon. And she also does tutorials, especially on soldering. I know she's done tutorials on soldering. That's something which I'm no good at. I've tried it a few times, but I'm absolutely rubbish at it. And she also normally makes a cup of tea in her videos. I'm sure it's tea. Yeah, so that's Miss Mad Lemon. So she's a really good laugh. So if you're into like your Commodore stuff, I know she owns an Amiga 600, Amiga 1200, and I think she owns an Amiga 500, as well as the Commodore, the bread bin Commodore 64, as well as the white, what I call the white one, Commodore C64C. I don't think she owns a Commodore. I don't think she owns the Amiga CD32 yet. So yeah, that's Miss Mad Lemon. So that is my top 10. So starting from number 10, we have got the Welsh Warrior, RetroRedSteve. Then in number 9, I've got Nathan's Gaming. Then number 8, we've got No Tea, No Crumpets, Just Games. And then in number 7, we have got Sega Of My House, the crazy Australian fella. And then in number 6, we've got Sarah Grace Fitness. And then in number 5, we've got the Shadowknows. And then in number 4, we've got Juice Daddy. And number 3, we've got Lorian. And number 2, Angelica. And my number 1 is Miss Mad Lemon. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you in my next video. Don't forget, you're never too old to game. Keep on pumping those sexy muscles. Hell yeah.